Alameda, cover zone number 3. No answer at premise. 611.
You guys, I'm UTL. I'm on the 710 south to the 60 connectors. UTL so far. I'm going to take it to the eastbound 60.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. 79 degrees. What time is it? It is 10:45 a.m. November 5th. Happy birthday, if it's your birthday. It took a 1 in a 365
Can you check
chance.
the connector to the westbound 60?
Alright, so
I just passed westbound right now. I'm still on this break.
we're en route to something that's nothing. But hey, what up, LAX?
I'm already south of the 60.
We're on our way to a nothing call, but CHP is looking for a possible.
Southbound 710 to eastbound 60 transition.
Oh, did they find it? I need to stop talking.
Well, it's so far, you're going to tell it LASO unit southbound 710 to the eastbound 60 transition. It's 597 and it's not on the east.
So we found it. Huh. I could have got off over there. It would have been so much easier. Alright, so there's a possible something. It's going to be a while, and I'm going to miss it. The call is a possible motor officer down, but it might not be a CHP officer. It could be a traffic control. That's good. They're not putting the brake in. A traffic control motor officer. Alright, negative CHP, just motorcyclist.
400, 10 sports, negative CHP unit is 1182. And we'll send 285.
It's just 1182 broken down. Because the call came out that the officer, the possible officer, was sitting down next to the bike. And here's some other CHP officers looking for him. But now it's a nothing.
Everybody copies. Well, it's southbound 710 at eastbound 60.
Alright, so let's find something else.
710 will be en route. Northbound 710 5.
Well, what's northbound 710 at the 5?
72 is a map.
Whatever. So hello everybody. Welcome to Daytime Stream. Shot in the day, Scott in the day, shot in the dark, day in the dark. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call it.
Squad 100% conscious. 710 Pier, cross the PCH. Agent Squad 118, medical rescue. Early, cross the Zusa.
Alright, hopefully we can grab a story. If you're asking me questions, a little hard to answer while I'm driving. I'll do my best at stoplights and stuff like that. But yeah, we're out searching for a story. We'll see what happens. Uh-oh. Well, that's cool. That makes me happy. Just got my car washed, and every time I replace the mount, it's never the same as it was before, so we're just adjusting.
Agent Squad 50 abdominal ALS 5444 Pueblo, cross of Magna.
Come on. There we go.
your account. 95, resting 266, unconscious, 19 and a half, read ready. 19 en route.
Santa Clara, 12200 West Octagon Street.
Take out for the rescue. Unit 4, Squad 90, difficulty breathing, 7419 Spurn, cross Jackson.
Hi, Dad. Hello, Dad. How are you?
I'm going to be delayed flag down on a TC.
Come on. Never wants to work.
19 en route, engine 19.
That works. Does that work? Yeah, that works, I guess. Sweet. I'm not mad.
Hey, 45 areas up, what you got?
Alright. What are we doing? Huh. Dad, if people didn't know that was you, in lingo, it just means that and awesome. You know, it's sick. But I'm sorry to hear you're sick. What hurts? Everything? Or is it the head or the tummy? See, some people be like, that could be like a biker. Hi, son. Sick. All the above. Aw, I'm sorry, Dad. Well, hopefully I can entertain you for the next hour or so. Yeah, see, I never picked the right. Owen sent me the right mount. I just haven't ordered it yet. Because it's not completely broken, so I can't do the if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And every time I hit a bump, it goes right back there. That is not cool at all. All right, well then, if you want to play that way, I'm going to play this way. Wowzers. Oh, what you think about that, pal?
Squad 14, unconscious, 12717 degrees and levered. Air Squad 84, here to be 05 Agave, cross the back.
Yeah, it sounded like I cracked open a beer. But I didn't. Here's our flavor.
2116, traffic was at DLS 181.
Put that beer back in my hand. I'm just kidding. Drinking and driving is nothing to joke about. Unless you're joking about it.
41 cops, McCormick around to MLK. For 2 copies, take that.
The flavor's alright. I only had 3 choices, and this was the lesser of the 3 evils.
County medic is in 6 bone, rescue 648, response to eye injury. Yes, bond.
Cotton candy's good. Right now, my favorites is the lemon and the grape and the cherry lemonade. I think those are my 3 favorites.
Carry out history, you're going to be going with the car.
Angel, the hat is not for sale. I am sorry.
124, shift 2380, McDonald, Adams, Bavaria. It is in big slot 28 to KLS, Hadley and Milton.
Uh-oh.
6 Henry Ocean Charles 802, call coming in.
Uh-oh.
It looks like it's on the bed of a tow truck. I got you.
We're nowhere near that. Where are we? I'm just kidding. I know where we are. Come on now. Yes, Dad. I am. I'm gonna try to make it to the ocean. Or how far can we get to the ocean? Where does Atlantic stop? Where does it stop? Somebody knows.
It is squad 36, follow red 22112 Rashdale.
Hey! I had a feeling you might show up. For some reason, I just did. Hi, MK. How are you? Hopefully your mom and Bronson show up. Your mom knows that I'm out working, and she knows I'm out streaming. Hopefully, she will pop up. She's not at work today. Her and the Bronson are at home. She's doing. She is actually working. She's doing some fast forwarding, and Bronson is well, doing what 2-year-olds do these days. Same thing that 42-year-olds do these days. Same thing that a 77-year-old man is doing these days. Playing with their device. Oh, MK, I heard you guys had a mini swim meet, and congratulations on all those first places. I was so happy when I heard it, and I didn't want to just text you. I wanted to do this, or at least the next time we Skyped. But good for you. You have a test after lunch, right on. Good luck with the test. Oh, I don't even know if I talked to you about your report card. Oh my gosh. Straight A's. Hello, MK. Right on, girl. Right on. Getting first places in her swim meets and getting straight A's. That a girl. I gotta pay attention. I'm driving now. Come on. Hit that button. That one. All right, maybe not. It's the same color as my shirt, that's why.
720 Norwalk crossing the trail.
Your test is in Rella. I don't know what Rella is. And if you're at lunch, how are you hearing me? Do you have headphones in? Do you have headphones on? Right? I mean, you can't be like stuffed in a corner somewhere.
Olympic 5 squad 163, take ALS, 335 Live Oak in California.
Reading and language, and yes, you have headphones. Bam. See, I do know some things. I do know some things. I know that stringing during the day is really hard to do because there's traffic.
Engine 14, Cedar, Vermont, and Imperial Highway. Engine 593, fire alarm 715 knowing.
Michaela, I don't know if your mom told you, but Dade had testing at swim and he moved up. I don't know what that means. They didn't tell us because she wasn't there because she had Bronson at the time, so she wasn't able to figure out what that means. I think that means he's now on the team, like not just doing lessons. Now he's starting to work out, you know, kickboard and fins and stuff. I don't know. I just know today is postponed due to water polo. So the email we sent, I have to look to see if it got answered to see what his deal is. I think he goes at different times and more days now. And if you're talking to me, MK, it's hard for me to read it right now. Sorry. And I don't know why I'm talking like a robot. I seriously have my Surrey accent. Surrey talk. I got my Surrey talk. I do know how to talk without pausing a lot, but when you talk into Surrey, you want your words to come out and you need to pause, so you end up talking like Surrey talk robot. Or you're talking to somebody who doesn't really understand English and you're trying to get them to explain. Wait, to understand what it is you are explaining. You sound like Vicky. You guys remember Vicky? Anybody remember Vicky? I was on a game show with Vicky. I need to find that. I think I know where it is. I think I know. But back in the 80s, there was these two game shows that were going head to head. Double Dare was much bigger than Funhouse. But I was on Funhouse. I was on Celebrity Week.
Downey Medic Engine 6-4, Rescue 646, officer traumatic injury, 38-year-old male with a head injury, Downey Family YMCA, 11.
And I was in 8th grade. And nope, I wasn't the celebrity in 8th grade. I'm not the celebrity now, but I wasn't the celebrity in 8th grade. It was Vicky. I forgot her name. Vicki Lawrence? I think that was the name on the show, though. But it was the girl from Small Wonder. I was on Celebrity Week. And that's only because at that time, my cousin was dating the host, JD Roth. And my turtle, my grandma, step grandma, because, well, my grandma's alive and she'd be pissed if I called that other one grandma. And that's why we called her Turtle. We didn't call her grandma because, well, she didn't want to be called grandma because she told us that she wasn't our grandma. She's our turtle. Anyways, Turtle's niece was dating the host. So I got special privileges and got myself on Funhouse in 8th grade. I'll find the video and I'll put it up. That'll be hilarious. Hilarious. Tiffany Michelle Bassett. That sounds familiar. Uh-oh, my turn. I mean, our turn.
Engine 145, public assist, 28 Whitman. Under front.
So what's the California law? And I'm seriously asking this. It's not a trick question. I just want to know. Because I know it always varies, but yet it doesn't. What is the California law where I can have my child facing forward in the back seat? What's the weight? What's the age? Because I would love to do a live stream with Bronson, but it's pointless if he's facing backwards. Now in the car, maybe he faces forward, maybe he faces backwards. I don't know, but we don't have cameras in the car, so he does whatever the law says. MK, you gotta go. All right, good luck on your test. Bye. Love you. Miss you. So what's the law? Sure, it's quieter during the day. And that's actually by design, why it's quieter. At night, I'm listening to everything. During the day, there's certain things I don't want to listen to because I'm not going to be able to make it over there. So I just turn those areas off. Children under 2. He's not under 2. All right, so my son is over 2. But he's a little guy, and I think he weighs... Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to go by what the law says. The law says children under 2 of age shall ride. So now that he's over 2, am I good?
Yes, ma'am. Primary. Can you add me to 415 fight call?
Or does he have to be of a weight? He is definitely under 40. He's probably about 30. I'd say maybe 32 if we're lucky. No, I'm guessing he's 30 pounds. Now I can't take him to work, but I can put him in the car and we can stream. But I couldn't really take him to a store. Now I've taken him to a store once. So it looked like. And I got a lot of slack for it too. People even attach child services to my Instagram post. It was pretty funny. I was on my way back from the store, and Bronson and I got stuck in traffic. Like, there's nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do about the traffic. We couldn't go backwards. We couldn't go forward. So I pulled over into a parking lot, grabbed him, saw what all the hoopla was about. Well, they were evacuating a medical building, and they were evacuating it to where we were. We were the area where we were, and it ended up being next to a hold on, time out. It ended up being next to a Jack in the Box. So they were telling everybody to go to the Jack in the Box. Now, when they evacuate people, they are not going to evacuate you to an unsafe area. They're going to evacuate to the safe area. So because my car couldn't move, because everybody was going there, that area was pretty safe. Because if it wasn't, they would have moved the cars and they would have told everybody not to evacuate there. So I got out and I started taking pictures and video of me and Bronson. Posted it jokingly, Bronson's first story. People literally thought I took Bronson to an active shooter. I love my job, but I'm not an idiot and I love my son more. So I don't know if I've ever... So after reading a comment or two and what the law and rules may be, I think I gotta wait till he's 40 pounds before I can face him forward. We're close. We're close. But if he's 30 pounds and we're waiting another 10 pounds, we're gonna be waiting a good 6 months. But he is getting bigger. He is getting bigger. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised to see me live. Be surprised if I get a story. Now, when it says Ronald and it says, hello all, finally I see Scott live. Now, is that Ronald? Is that Ronald associated with Pops? Texas? And I need to pay attention. No. All right. Thanks, Dad. Because I know he's been trying. I know he's been trying. And then when it said finally, it got me thinking. Oh, what is my Instagram? Scott Lane _ Scott Lane _ Yeah, George. it is a little whackety dackety, and we might. No, we won't have a problem. We're just gonna have to park. That's not a problem if you park. It's not a problem if you park. So maybe it's actually gonna help us. We got to do an airport run pretty close to Thanksgiving, and another one close to Christmas. But both times parking. Both times parking. Are you driving? No, Dad. No. We did that once. We're not doing that again. I am driving, obviously. No, I'm taking the work car and going solo, but Mike is going, and he's going in his vehicle. Terry's son, Mike. He's going to Ventura to get some equipment exchanged out, program, something. I'm meeting him somewhere probably off of the 5 near Castaic. Gonna take our time getting in there. Hopefully get a story at night. Why we roll in. We're gonna go in at night. I don't want to drive up there during the day. Hopefully grab something on the way in. I'm meeting with 2 potential people to join the team. One of them golfs, so I'm gonna meet him at a golf course, and the other one doesn't golf, but he's right in the area where Mike's gonna be, so that's gonna be an easy meeting. But got 2 people so far to talk to, and everybody this year is gonna be celebrating Dade's birthday with turkey. It falls on that day. Dogzilla, she was just on here. She had to go. She has to do a test. But she was just on here on her lunch break, and she's doing great. She got straight A's on her report card. She had a mini swim meet, which was just a swim meet amongst her team, and she got first place in all her events. So she's doing great. Uh-oh, those are good noises. What numbers are you gonna give?
9776, respond to traffic collision with engine 777, Pacific and 54.
Huh. That is not true. But why not, right? I see ya. You got it. You go. We're good. Everybody. Yay. Whoa. Oh, you're not going to go? Oh, all right. My bad. I saw you, but I didn't see you. I feel like I'm just wasting my time right now going over here. And usually what happens, so whenever a crash comes out and you're kind of just near it, regardless of the scale of it, you go to it, gives you something to do, check it out, see what's going on. Could be something you don't know. But doing that during the day is a little different than doing that at night, because everything's just a little further away than it usually is at night. I mean, distance is distance, but time is different. Don't hit that car. Don't hit that car. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that's pretty close.
Unit 17 Squad 28, auto pedestrian 7210 Gretna. Unit 28 Squad 50, Chastain 4308, Dayland, and here.
So that's a good call. Vehicle versus bicyclist hit and run, but we are way... Now that's a real call. Depending on the condition of the bicyclist. Also, one of the things, I mean, yeah, times have changed, but one of the main things that I was taught, the difference between daytime stringing and nighttime stringing is daytime stringing, you got to get that victim or that suspect. Nighttime stringing, you just got to get the story.
Agent 12, Squad 11, 6 ALS, 2260 Lincoln.
That statement doesn't really stand true 20 years later, but it kind of still does a little bit. Just a little bit.
O'clock and 9 o'clock. Green line train. Fort Tom, Code 6 Normandy, Grand Forks, Boston Rover. Go ahead, sir. Unit 159, fire alarm 14135.
Bicyclist fell on his own. There is no vehicle versus pedestrian. But if I'm not mistaken, the accident that we're going to is Huntington Park's most happening spot, if I'm not mistaken. And here's the city of Vernon, Industrial USA, or something along those lines. I don't know what it's called. I just know not many people live in the city of Vernon. I think there's just under 100 addresses. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, I think there's maybe just under 100 actual house addresses, like the houses right here on the right. Like actual residential addresses. There's not many. Oh, sorry, buddy. Hey, I get to go. Yes, Alex, you did. And I think Alex had one the next night, right? My wife and I were just talking about that, how Vernon PD was involved in 2 TCs in 2 different nights.
Please, Hooper.
Agent 62, squad 101, take your last one, continue across forward.
The green black backpack with the side 2310 and RD 1364.
Sam, 412 City, female.
Hey, Vero. What a coincidence. Me too. What up, Keith? Oh, Keith. Good. You're gonna save me a text, which isn't a big deal, but well, I pressed go live so I can talk, so may as well talk, and here you are. So first of all, everybody say hi to Keith. Keith has been rocking it, doing a good job, worked himself into a new camera. New camera paid off the first night. You beat him. On scene ended up getting channel 52, so RMG got channel 5. On scene got 4 and 52. You got 279. No one got 11. They use their own stuff. Anyways, Keith, are you still bowling Wednesday night? Because if you're bowling Wednesday night, that kind of changes a little bit of what I'm about to say. And when I make the left right here, we should be able to see the traffic collision, if I heard it correctly. I totally heard an address correctly, but I heard the numbers wrong. As in the fire station numbers, they weren't correct. You are bowling. It's good and that's bad. Oh, no, I guess I was right. All right, so there's a little something, something. Let me see what the little something, something is. The point is I have your stickers in my car, and I'm going to be driving through the valley tomorrow, but I could also meet you tonight. But let me do this.
Patrol 83 with squad 6 ALS, Western and Capital.
We're gonna go a little slow. That way we could let this guy go by and these guys go by. This guy's gonna want me to go by, and I don't want to go by first, but I guess I'm gonna go by first. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Go slow. Look at that, guys. Content. Content, dude. That's a city involved vehicle. There you go, guys. Content. I'm just kidding. Burbank. Let me leave between 8 and 10. So, well, if I don't find you tonight, I'll figure it out tomorrow night between 8 and 10. Even if I just have to stop in while you're rolling. You like that? You like my lingo? Keith, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this before, but my dad's on here. Dad, say hi to Keith. Keith, say hi to Dad. Keith, my dad is a bowler, and I say is, not used to. I say is because after 30 years of dropping the ball, he picked up the ball and he still beat us all. But my dad has rolled a 300 game, and he used to take people's money back in the day. My parents met at a bowling alley during bowling league, and my dad's skills is what caught my mama's attention. And I don't know if that's true or not, but we're just gonna leave it at that and say it was. My dad's bowling skills. Turn. What's your average, Keith? And I know, Keith, I know you didn't go there to bowl. So I can't imagine your average is great, but you have gotten better, right? Your looks. Settle down, Dad. Settle down, Dad. But yeah, Keith, do you keep an average? Do you have an average? Or you just join your league to join your league? I know why you joined your league. All right, I want to work my way back to Atlantic and take Atlantic to the ocean, right? Wasn't that our goal? Randolph will get me there. But yeah, man, this is Huntington Park's happening. And anything good and all the bad is going on in Henson Park, it goes down right here on this street at some point in time in their 24-hour period. If I'm not mistaken, Dad, cover your ears. I might have got my first real-looking fake ID on this street. When I say first real-looking, because my first one I got from a check cashing, it's not. You just walk in there and tell them anything, and they just give it to you, and it's a form of ID, but it's not really. But this particular one looked pretty real to a 19-year-old. Don't tell anyone. Doczilla, and I think LAX is still watching possibly, and Keith is possibly still watching, and they can attest to this. And I don't use big words like that, but I think I used to test correctly. Every year that happens. Every year there's the story of the night, but the story of every holiday has a story to go with it, like the holiday story, the story that goes along with the holiday. And that particular one was that I told my guys, I sent out a text to everybody and said, I don't want to say this, but it needs to be said. Number one, if you guys are out working, please be careful of kids. We are looking for kids being put in an ambulance that were hit by cars and things like that, and every year it happens. Usually it happens, and I told this to Alex, usually it happens in between the 10, in between the 10, the 105, the 110, and the 710. For 20 years, for most of my Halloween nights, that's the area where I would get my breaking news story, candy on the hood type of story. It sucks, but that's what we were looking for. We missed it that night. Another stringer-ish social media. He's a stringer because he's had some stuff on TV, so he's a stringer. But he's new. He got it. And that was the holiday story of the night. And we missed it. I'm not upset with anybody. My wife and I talked about how sad the story is. How dad died. A couple days later, the kid died. And then yesterday, the mom died. It doesn't get any worse than that. So if you don't know me and you hear me talking about this, you hear me start to get excited about people dying. It's my job not to get excited, but to record people dying. If you know me, then it's just shop talk. But if you don't know me, so my point is, you gotta be careful on who you talk to. LAX, you know this. Keith, everybody else who's a stringer. Be careful on how you talk about work. Same thing goes with firefighters and police, but people respect them a lot more and let them get away with things a little more than us. So my point of that whole thing was, Doczilla, it happens every year, man. I'm not going to say I called it because it's not calling it when it happens every year. It's just, it happens, man. It's like fires on 4th of July. It's like, oh, there's going to be a fire on the 4th of July. Yeah, really? So it sucks, man. It really sucks. That particular story wasn't a hit and run, so I don't know why I went off on a tangent. Maybe because it was a vehicle versus pet and it's fresh in my mind, and my wife and I were talking about it, and yeah, but the hit and runs are terrible and vehicle versus pets are terrible, and that particular story in Long Beach sucks. There's no other way of saying it. I think he might be ready for Gina's car. All right, so I just got a text. I got my car wash dude at the house right now, washing all the vehicles. Just got done washing this one, and then I went out working. So this car is nice and clean right now for Sacramento. Then he washed Lisa's vehicle, and then my truck, and I think he's doing the neighbor's cars too. And the dude that crashed into the kids, 20 years old. 20 years old. Not 28, 20 years old, 20. Shouldn't even have been drinking. And if he has money to own a car and put gas in the car, take an Uber. And we started talking about our kids when they get old enough. It's like, I hope they're not dumb enough to get in a car with somebody drunk, or be stupid enough to drink and drive when there is Uber. No matter what age you are. I mean, Uber has saved millions of people's lives. I don't know if people realize that. Right now we hate Uber because of LAX, but think about the lives that Uber and Lyft have saved. Think about it. And now Lyft is trying to give people free rides to your job interview.
4135 Metro heading eastbound on Cesar Chavez. 4135, copy?
Something going on a bus. All right, let's look at it.
Copy, sir. I'm gonna try to see if I can get visual of that bus, sir.
At 10 p.m. though, kind of late.
David, what was the address on Keenan?
Yeah, but it was Halloween. Maybe Dad got off work late and wanted to watch his kid trick or treat. I can understand that.
Send it in now, ma'am.
Bronson just turned 2, but he got the idea. He can't say trick or treat, but he can definitely walk up to that door and knock on it. He even walked in a couple houses. Literally just walked right in. And then my buddy was like, well, what do you expect? What happens when you knock on a door and they open it? Usually walk in, right? But yeah, Bronson knocked on doors and walked right in. But yeah, maybe Dad got off work late and he wanted to go trick or treating. Also, I see people taking their kids, walking down the street, grabbing food carts and stuff like that at midnight. I see them walking across the crosswalk at midnight going, what are you doing? But to each their own. And if it's not breaking the law, it's not breaking the law. All right, we found Atlantic again. Eastbound Chavez passing Eastern. So Eastern's in front of us. Chavez is not too far from us. Depending on what happens, we could record the bus. And they asked if they have less lethal.
12-171 Psych Rescue, ALS, 201 Prairie.
Alright, so it's been fun and it's been exciting, but I will just say, no need to give my location. If you know where I am, right on, man. Congratulations. Ronald and John. But besides that, no need to give my location. If you know it, sweet. Thank you.
They do not have visual on the DP anymore, ma'am. However, his vehicle is parked in the front with his girlfriend inside the vehicle.
I mean, I'm literally saying where I am and where I'm going. So obviously I don't care. But I do have a problem. I do have a problem with authority. And when I authoritize and you don't listen, that's the problem. The things I do to make myself laugh and keep myself entertained. Uh-oh. That's funny. And it figures LAX the night that there's technical difficulties, you would have been able to grab that 60560 thing for sure. All right.
Squad 58, difficulty rating 5165 photograph and on view.
Restricted further. Taken from Lotenico. Informant is tracking vehicle via next track And update shows the vehicle's at 16009 Camino del Cantera in Irwindale. And further update, vehicle now on the 210 eastbound toward Azusa.
LAX. It's one of the perks of having this job, man, is you get a front row seat to watching your kids grow up whenever you want. I don't know if this happens with you, but it happened to me yesterday 3 times. 3 times. Let me see if I can remember the situations. 3 times yesterday. What were they? Hold on. I want to remember what they are. It's gonna take me a second.
Copy, sir, from Harold Highway. We're going towards 210 right now.
Alright, I think the first one was, do you want me to put him down for a nap?
She's on white. I didn't get any more info. Do you have the rest?
I think that was the first one. You want me to put him down for a nap?
210 eastbound toward Azusa.
And then the other one was, oh, you can leave them at the house when you go pick up Dade. And the other one was, you can leave them at the house when you take Dade to Taekwondo. And I gotta know all 3 times, like, no, it's okay, no, it's okay, no, it's okay. And I was like, and she thinks I was asking because I was, just trying to be polite to help her out. And yeah, I was, but at the same time, if I walk up to her, I go, maybe I should reword. Instead of would you like, I should say, hey, I'm gonna. Because that's what that means. That's what that means. It means when I say, hey, I'll put him down, for some reason I can put him down better than her. He doesn't give me as much fuss, so it's easier for me to put him down to sleep and for his nap. And I said, hey, leave him when you go pick up Dade. It's much easier, which means I want to hang out with him. And leave him here when you go to Taekwondo because he's a pain in the butt. But she's like, no, it's okay, no, it's okay. And then I finally said, hey, man, that's 3 times I got, you told me no. I said, maybe I should just reword it. But yeah, does that happen to you? But it all comes back to, because of the job, we have a front row seat to watching our kids grow when we want. Not everybody has that option. And for the past 2 years, I have had a front row seat, and it's great. It is absolutely amazing. Would not trade it for the world.
If we're close to the rescue 889, we'll let us take that run 735 first run.
Yeah, my bang is kicked in. What of it? But now this isn't a great defense. It's not a great defense at all. But in my defense, I was a talker and a mover, and I couldn't sit stiller from the get-go. Diagnosed back in the day as hyperactive before ADD, HD, DH, other things. They gave me Ritalin, turned me into a zombie. Teachers are like, no, that's not nice, that's not fair. So no more narcotics or any of that crap to deal with it. I just dealt with it. So then energy drinks came in. Started drinking energy drinks when? Probably about 2005? Rockstar was the first ones, and it was Red Bull came out, basically took over the market, and Rockstar or Monster came in and held their own, and Bang came in, and they have a completely different marketing scheme than the other guys. But the point is, like I said, in my defense, I was a talker before drinks. Yeah, Dad. Right? I remember Palm Springs. My birthday's coming up. ADHD. But the thing about it, Denise's, mine was back in what, 84? 83? Maybe 80, no, the Olympics. Yeah, the Olympics. So 84. They diagnosed me in '84 and gave me some Ritalin and said, this'll shut them up. They weren't kidding. They weren't kidding at all. Oh, thanks, Denise. Thank you very much. LAX, we're having problems talking. We got about 5 or 6 words, and we're supposed to have 50 by now. We have a friend who has, it's a girl, so that does make a little difference, but a girl that's 8 days older, and she is like, hi, Bronson, how are you? Let's go over here. And our Bronson is, he points and goes, It's very frustrating for all parties involved. So, patience, patience. Huh. Interesting.
I get it. You 186 squad 183 unconscious 219 East Foothill and equation.
Ronald, did you say you are? Did you say you're from Amsterdam? Did you recently check out some comedians that just recently rolled through there? And also, how'd you know where I was? Did you just see those signs, or you know the area? You must have a big TV if you're able to see those signs.
North of Foothill on Dalton. We have assistant PD with us.
Copy Dalton, north of Foothill, unit 2's location. Arrow unit for San Dimas. PD offset by number is...
Ah, gotcha.
I'll talk to another unit detaining a separate guy.
Okay, 10-4, to get you to facing westbound. Dalton, north.
I asked because Tom Segura and a few of his buddies just rode through there over the past weekend or so.
Yeah, I'm wearing this way. 116, I don't want the front. I'm just on 1918.
All right, we're starting to crawl into the area where I started my career. Linwood, Compton, Long Beach. Started my career as a daytime stringer, working those areas. Back in 2000, pre 9/11, I was working with On Scene, and On Scene had 2 people. Well, we had the owner and one guy, Brent. So I don't know if you call that a team, if you call that one owner, one worker, but basically they had 2 dudes. They only had 1 dude working. The other guy didn't work. He had cool toys, but he dispatched and built cool cars. But he also outfitted all the stations with their radio equipment, so he was very well known in the industry. Anyways, they were only a daytime company, and when I started working for them, we only covered daytime news. And then when 9/11 happened, things changed. And I figured out that I wanted to keep doing what I do, but I wanted to do it at night, because it looked like that was working for other companies. So I was the first guy for On Scene to go out at night. Like, I brought him into the night. That is a true statement. Ronald, that is hilarious, man. I forget how normal that is for kids to do. I'm not saying you're a kid, but I'm just saying I forget how normal it is for someone just to do that, especially online. Like, see one thing and just move on. It's weird because a long time ago, you would have a conversation that turned into an argument because one of you guys were right and one of you guys were wrong, and there's really no way of proving it. Unless you had an encyclopedia or an article or somebody smart you can talk to or somebody smarter than you. And with Google, now everything's answerable. And that's what everybody goes there to prove people right and wrong.
I'll go contact these people inside the hospital. Copy 291 King 1. Is there a additional unit? 291 King 0. 10-4, copy that. And that's going to be on Temple, east of Mount Sac.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, basically, Ronald. I think I'm 44. I'll be 45 next month. I'm just not tech savvy like that, man. I mean, yeah, obviously I know how to look up an address somewhere, but it's just weird in another country, and you're like, where are you at? Where are you at in that other country? Right now I'm in Linwood. I have some history in Linwood, like literally in the history books. I'm not gonna get into it, but I got history here.
Copy, sir. Do they need us code?
Uh-oh. Those are good noises. Well, bad noises for someone.
45, please move up. 45, move up.
Nope. No noises for anybody, except for 45s, letting them know you can get out. What are you doing, buddy?
Engine 171 Squad 161 Domino ALS 429.
Whoa. Whoa. Am I in my invisible jet? I feel like I'm in my invisible jet. All right. Let's find a story, guys. Fight where?
87 Animal.
I thought they said Imperial and Norman.
That's 116 to ALS 1740 gauge.
That's not going to work for us. We'll take any action right now, right? Let's find some action. Catwoman, you're looking at the hood of it. You are looking at the hood of it. Warren, Mr. Warren Bay. Before I answer your question, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
It is squad 134 seizure, K and 30th West. 129 flooding. Red Stewart, and 30th.
24. You are old. Although times are changing, so this screen that you're watching me on generates pennies every day, and those pennies do add up. So I can't give you an hourly rate, but I am making a secondly rate right now. I don't know how much it is, but I'm making something every second that I'm live right now. But I don't really make money unless I get out of my car, record some news, send it to stations, and it shows up on TV. Warren, do you know what it is I do and who I am? Right on, Warren. I appreciate it, man. That's why I just asked how old you were. But no, I get it. And I always, I never come off as the nicest guy these days. I do apologize about that. But at the same time, it's more fun being defensive. What up, Dale? Not supposed to say Dale, it's supposed to say Randy. It's Randy's Donuts, not Dale's Donuts. Randy's Donuts. Oh, Warren! Warren. No. What, you're talking about First Amendment auditors. Warren, I love it when I get someone new here. So what has it been? 69 minutes and I haven't said the N word. Wow. Crazy. Warren, do you have Netflix?
Engine 24 squad 37 6 ALS 39630 fairway. Engine 141 fire alarm 1211 Garvey.
You do have Netflix. Yay! All right, so I can tell you this. Any of those First Amendment auditors you're talking about aren't on Netflix. I'm sorry. That was rude. That was mean. So anyways, go check out a show on Netflix called Shot in the Dark. It's going to be under Netflix Originals. It did come out in 2017, the end of 2017. We're actually coming up on the 2-year anniversary, November 17th. It's going to be, like I said, under Netflix Originals, under Realities. I don't know if it's under Action. It's under the Awesome file. I know I always say that. It's a file I made up, but if you have the file, well, I didn't really make it up. It's a secret file, and if you have it, you'll find it under there. But either way, it's called Shot in the Dark. That will show you what I do. You said you're off the 710 freeway, and you have a union job, which means you're kind of a 9-to-5-er-ish. Do you watch the morning news? Mr. Warren, do you watch the morning news? Channel 2, 4, 5, 7? Because if you do watch the morning news, and the connection that I'm about to make with you, you're going to really enjoy the show. Nah, because you work almost every day. All right, do you watch any news here in Los Angeles? Or do you grab your news from the internet and stuff? Being 24, you probably don't watch the news, which I don't blame you. I didn't watch it until I started getting into it. Yeah, growing up, I hated the news. Go to my babysitters that are watching the news. I'd rather do my homework. All right, so you watch the KTLA app. That works. That works fine. So when you're watching that KTLA app, sometimes when you're watching a story, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a logo that says On Scene TV, RMG News, or LOUDLABS. Do you ever see those logos in the upper right-hand corner? For this particular example, we're going to use those three. Nope. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, well, that makes me sad. But I am happy you're here. So check this out. In your spare time, and you're looking for something to watch on Netflix,
45742
check out a show called Shot in the Dark. It'll show you how news gets to your app. It's not all shot by the stations. I am a part of that show along with 2 other companies and the owners of those companies. One owner is still the owner, one owner is not. And then there's me. But check it out. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not a First Amendment auditor. I am, I'll try to wrap it up with you real quick here. I try to go to news in Long Beach is where I am right now. So if anything happens in the city of Long Beach, I have it covered. This is where I started my career. I'm going to take Atlantic down to the ocean-ish. But, yeah. So now let's find a story. It was nice talking with you, Warren.
Either 101 Squad 183, Medical Rescue 232 Foothill.
I bet you, and my dad will probably be able to do this better than I, if we go to the KTLA app right now, we can find a story with one of those logos on there. Oh, that one probably right there.
Engine 101 cancel, engine 101 cancel.
Yep. All right, so Warren, you still with us? Unfortunately, oh, is that my logo? That'd be really cool if it was. It'd be really cool if it was. Because I know that RMG got channel 4. And it's because, I think what happened was RMG and LOUDLABS followed each other last night. I don't know who it was. We're going to possibly Mock, but we'll say it was Mock. Mock and Randy went to the fire, and then they went over to the, oh, you guys missed it. You guys missed the doggy out the window. Oh, he is gone? Aw, what a bummer. Because I could have showed him an example right now. If you would go to his app and hit the story, of man killed when car lands in Avocado Heights area riverbed, he would see the logo. Can't win them all. My internet's working slow. I can't see who got the hit. I didn't check the news this morning, so I don't know who got it. I happened to be watching channel 4 when I saw that RMG got that hit. Oh, it says LOUDLABS. Woo woo! Woo 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 woo! Yay for us. Yay for us, channel 5.
January 2020.
What a bummer. That would have worked. That makes me sad. Warren, come back! Warren, come back! Alright, well, those noises aren't really where I am anymore, so you better be good and big. Oh, well, that's good.
Engines 160, 21, Redondo 52, Glen 161, Task Force 103,
Uh-oh.
98. Traffic goes into a structure, 100, District 1131, PH.
Man, that's far. But it's a vehicle into a structure, which means it's not going anywhere. We have to listen for some size ups. We are nowhere near it, but like I said, it's not going anywhere. Listen for some size ups and figure it out from there.
103 copy responding.
Unit 39 Squad 162, difficulty breathing, 7005 landfill.
So 168, copy, responding.
Engine 100. Prix, Rescue Center 103 on that vehicle in the structure.
Copy. Engine 21, engine 160, confirming you're responding.
LA engine 21 responding.
We're all responding, man.
21, copy. Engine 160, confirming you're responding. Engine 160, confirming you're responding.
160.
160, copy, responding.
115, Squad 49, full arrest.
115 with Squad 49, full arrest. Imperial and Santa Gertrudis, and Imperial. Split 15, acknowledge.
That's a bummer.
LA, show quick 15 at Ross, please.
Split 15, copy, will be responding.
Well, I guess we don't get to see if Atlantic goes down to the ocean. I can tell you guys
LA
this.
engine 100.
It doesn't. Here's our size up.
100, go ahead.
Down the street.
LA engine 100, cancel request via NBC.
Oh, maybe not.
100, copy, canceling request.
What? Say what? You guys are all crazy. You're so crazy.
LA engine 100, put us on that ticket. That other D. 416 ticket ALS, 340 Florence, the dual. Engine is 151 engine ALS, 819 bed engine Buckeye.
Communication.
LA engine 100 confirming information given by Squad 100 with PD on scene. Cancel the assignment, engine 100, going available.
Units responding 1131 Pacific Coast Highway. PD on scene, no fire aid needed. Engine 100 confirming no fire aid needed. All units cancel.
LA engine 103, can you show me available voice, please?
So the vehicle into the structure, it was vehicle tapped the structure and the vehicle left. So it's a hit and run with minor damage to the building. It's not something we're gonna go drive to Manhattan Beach for. So we're in the LBC.
Go ahead. No traffic 270 Davis. Releasing the complet on.
10 minutes in the block. Unit. 572 on a stop. Go ahead, 2728. Can you turn it?
I'm right at POA. Blue, off that in a unit, switch to the blue.
1045 King 1, 97 station, any mileage noted, 14 hours. Sure, I'll notify them.
They're going to be in the eastbound.
Since the IC no warrants, returns to a expired record.
Hey, what up?
100 LA.
What up, Jake? Right? Did I get it right? Did I remember? It's Jake, right?
Stand by just one until we get situated. Stand by just one unless urgent.
It's Jake. And LAX. I said Jake. Oh, Jack.
Was that you on the blue? Go ahead with the 28.
Jack. Sorry. That's pretty good for being an old man
West of the Mississippi on the 7th. Tom, Mary, Sam.
with terrible listening. Oh, those guys think I'm here for them. No, you're not my news story. Hey, LAX, is there a pursuit going on right now?
277 Tom, Mary, Sam, 689. Go ahead with 27.
911-9433. I don't need a feedback. Control 1185 for OO. Thanks. Send those
Jack, did you go to it, or are you just telling me that it happened? Thank you, Evan. Thank you very much. Boom. That's not good. That's not good.
Lakewood, 122 Henry Avenue, 132 Tom Wilson, 415 911N, Del Amo Boulevard, crosses Paramount Boulevard at the Social Security. Arguing and cursing, unknown weapon.
at that location.
It shows a valid license.
Squad 158 canceled.
To the last officer.
Release or move up. Squad 158 release or move up.
Hey, Jack?
462. We have a open door on the north side.
Two things. Isn't the other side of your state like just 20 minutes away? And that first part was a joke. The second part is kind of true, though. It's not going anywhere, right? Or it's just not in your market. But do you make money? I don't know if we discussed this. Do you make any money off of posting on YouTube? Or do you just strictly make money selling it to the stations? No, I didn't see your question about the scanners, and I can try to answer it, but there's a good chance. But if it's real technical, I can't answer it.
Possibly a portable stick from a tent.
But no, I didn't see it. And I'm not, no, I didn't, I didn't get the kitten. And I was only going to get the kitten if,
We're going to need 1 unit on Powell, west of Seabright, and then 1 unit to the rear.
You need to take Cowles west of Seabright?
where are you going, sir?
464.
464, we're in Anaheim, flying on our way.
Copy that, Boston Market.
Cowles west of Seabright, if there's a unit for the rear.
Patty, the answer to that is yes. Oh, that's your question? What happens when the scanners go encrypted? Adapt. Adapt.
Q1, I'm still en route, but no one's closer on PCH Golden.
That is my answer to that.
King 1, I copied your still en route. Can you turn in the rest?
Go ahead, sir.
If no one's closer, I'll head to the rear first.
then yeah, Jake, I totally understand why you did not go to that.
Unit 4.3, I can be en route and respond re-up the location.
78.
4.3, 10-4, I'll show you en route to the rear of 1442 Hayes.
51. Squad 8 Battalion 1 Battalion 20. Commercial Structure 7. 8833 Beverly.
Lone Ranger, that is a terrible idea, and I'll tell you why. There's zero reason I need to follow them when I can just hear where they're going. Right? And if I follow them, then one, I'm stuck behind them. Two, I'm stuck behind them. So, if I can get to the scene first and not behind them, I'm better off. So, everyone's like, oh, you're an ambulance chaser. I'm like, no, it's not really chasing them when you know where they're going. Like, I know where they're going. Terrible listener growing up, professional listener as a career.
Respond to a commercial structure 7, 8833 Beverly.
Frazzled,
Union Squad 115 bleed ALS 12107 163rd is contact with the owner of the booty.
Frazzled,
10-4, making contact with owner.
hold on a second, sorry. Uh-oh, everybody. I know where you guys are going, and I don't want to be in your way.
Union Squad 98 stroke 9400 Rosecrans Clark.
Yeah, Frazzled, I saw something about that, and they have something else, too. They have another thing where you guys... I don't know, where you get to... Hey, go on.
64, we're cows left to see, right?
I got a notification, actually, today about new stuff that popped up. Where you can buy colors, or you can buy flowers, or images, or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Smart thing to do, right? You guys want to give me money? I mean, I'm not going to stop you. But I'm not going to ask you either, so that's a tough predicament. Andrew, I used to do that. A lot of my cats back in the day, and a lot of mice back in the day, they were parking lot cats in places where I don't think I have it in me to chase down cats. None of them just came to me. You try to chase down a stray cat in a parking lot and see what happens.
Ocean 17, Joe's asking for a better location. They're unable to locate you right now.
And I say that because I can't believe I did it more than once. I've caught at least a half a dozen cats. And look at this guy. That guy's like, I don't care. I go where I want to go. My dash cam died. Oh no. Open a can of tuna. Yeah. How long have we been going? An hour and a half and no story. But to be honest with you, during the day stories are tough. Day stories, when I was a day stringer, it wasn't very consistent. I mean, well, I take that back. It wasn't consistent for other daytime stringers. But we used to also have to drive to the feed point out in Culver City. So I'd get a story, and then I had to sit on the 405. So I'd get a story, and I'd have to take that in consideration. It's going to take me an hour or 45 minutes, depending on how much shoulder I drove. Such an idiot. The chances you take when you're young and dumb. This is Los Angeles. This is Long Beach, Frazzle. This is Long Beach. I won't be in Sacramento till, we'll say, tomorrow night, Thursday morning. All I know is after doing a little bit of research yesterday and talking to some potential stringers, I'm bringing my golf clubs, or I'm taking my golf clubs. Whatever the proper English is on that. My golf clubs will be with me. Internet. How many pieces do you wish? Internet. Time is 12:30, huh? Well, I guess I really don't need what I was looking for, so it's all good.
Engine 163, Carbon Monoxide Alarm. 6620 Crafton Avenue, Unit E, Acacia Street.
Okay.
Engine in Squad 28, chest fan at the connector with air, 12470 East Whittier Boulevard, Pacific Place.
Alright, well, that's not cool. See ya.
We're getting several calls on that. They're saying that the DP is fighting with the security guard and hitting him with the trash can. Alright. I'll see if there's anything further. Alright, copy that. It's going to be right in front of the main entrance. And the DP is machine. Parking lot, and she was walking towards you guys in the office. They're asking more questions. She got co-op and hung up.
Engine 22, Engine 582, Engine 50, Engine 27, Clint 3, Squad 3, Battalion 3, Structure Fire in 22's District.
That's where we
71 Southwoods Avenue.
That's where we started today. That's where we started today.
Engine in Squad 54, traffic collision, pedestrian involved in the riverbed, East Firestone Boulevard, crosses the Los Angeles River. The following is a communications plan for the structure incident in 22's admin Blue 3, command U17 direct.
Frazzle, don't tell me that.
Secondary tax D8 direct. Rick channel is LA County Rick.
You guys have to go all the way in the back of the lot for this address. Copy.
Frazzle, send me a picture. That is not good.
Patrol 149 choking, 29536 Cromwell and Oak, Engine 94 medical alarm, 4638 Eric Way.
Lane 3, Tom Henry, Henry 549, Clear Local MCIC. Car registration in 2020, 97 Chevy. Cigars, Jeans, Seagal.
16112, 171, 911, hang out 115 in Auburn.
62, Norwalk. 40. Our meeting has been postponed to 13:30 hours.
That's about right. I change lanes to get around the bus, and she hate when that happens. Oh, look at this. She don't care, man. No shame in her game. All right, here it comes. I know nobody cares, but I wanted... Did anybody answer? Does Atlantic go to the ocean? Or does it just go to Ocean Boulevard and stop?
10600.
What's it do? What does it do? Did you guys know? What does it turn into? It just dead ends into ocean. Nah, basically dead ends into the condos right here, right before the convention center. So no ocean for Atlantic. Wasn't that fun?
Engine 19, fire alarm 1024 green.
Ooh, Denise, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you, Denise. Yay! You're in New York. This is where the iconic, famous Long Beach Grand Prix is, right here on this street. And if you look down, you'll even see part of the racetrack. Like that barrier right there, that's part of the racetrack, right there on the left. You'll see some circles in the road, that's part of the racetrack. All the barriers right there on the left and the right, it's part of the racetrack. That red line right there on the road is part of the racetrack. This is where they have the famous Long Beach Grand Prix.
Patrol 91, 118 unconscious, 1026 head passing tail.
That's what these gates are for right here, so cars don't go flying off into people.
Eastbound on 89 toward Alameda.
And this is where we're gonna change out our dash cam battery. Enjoy the view. Dogs, no, thank you. Although I did get a story of somebody doing that
14 Edward, Johnson,
not too long ago. Well, probably a few months ago. 6, 7, 8 months ago.
Engine 156 responded place of engine 76, proceed showing 29536 Cromwell. Engine 186 squad 101 Caesar 255 Bonito. Engine 146 squad 61, engine ALS 216 19 Sleepy Hollow. Engine Patrol 44, medical alarm 2330 Freeborn. Engine 26 Club 31 traffic vision, KLS Lakewood and number 3 on Western. Does the informant still have odds on the DP? And your DP is going to be hiding in a car lot on 8-9 in Alameda.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
You hiding? Why are you hiding? What'd you do? This blue line right here is part of the racetrack. Those tones right now are not part of the racetrack.
And the second guy's going to be in a car.
It's part of my job.
Kia Rio. Engine 27 moving to Station 3. Engine 27 to Station 3.
Oh!
Alright, copy. I'll make my move.
Move ups. That means the fire in East LA where we started was a something something. Patty melt does sound good, I won't lie. Patty melt does sound good.
Yes, sir, go ahead. Hey, sir, it's 2 to 1. Just advise it's going to be a code 4 fire on the alley where there's 904. It was 314 on Western and Imperial.
Oh, yeah. I think that's my issue. Let's try that.
If we don't come up with, we'll put out a code 4 truck. Engine 779, fire alarm, 4309.
Yeah, Ranger, it's the Pike. The area of the Pike they redid, revitalized, brought her back.
Explorer is over here off Alameda. See the car behind the corner here. Can you probably stop? So the entrance is zero right there. You see the 44 right there that's waiting in the window? Engine 173 Squad 107, subject reaction. 269 Silver Bell and Eastleigh Austin. Engine 162 Squad 21, unconscious, 3523 134. Engine 31, with down in 61, 711, hang up, Alderman City Way, and Center Mountain Boulevard. Engine 160 Squad 14, medical rescue, Inglewood at 166. Engine 41, eye injury, 11840 Wilmington.
Engine 41, 11840 South Wilmington Avenue, engine 41 acknowledged by voice. 41. Station 54, you'll have squad 39, your second squad.
Squad 39 respond with Station 54 on scene. Second station, auto pedestrian, Firestone, and off the LA River. So 147, take the 11.
Medical rescue 21, squad 14, push up 1.
Squad 21, rescue 21 into 160, squad 14.
Take the 1147.
Engine 39 shows on scene.
Second squad, an ambulance for 2 critical patients. It's vehicle versus 2 peds. It's not too far from me, so we're gonna go to that. If that is nothing, then I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Otherwise, I'll say goodbye to you when the scene is over. But that's where we're going right now. ETA 5 to 7, depending on traffic. But a vehicle versus 2 peds. We don't know if it's hit and run as of right now, but the fact that it's 2 peds, that works for me. The fact that it's right off the freeway, of the freeway I'm on, that works for me. And yeah, I got a little upset because I heard the initial call out not too long ago, so I'm behind. And I wouldn't have wasted my time on Atlantic if I would have knew what it was right away. So that's what we're going to, guys.
Unconscious 172.
If it's a hit and run, of course it's a story. If it's not a hit and run, we got to figure out what the circumstances are, or it might just be a content thing for the stream. But we're on our way to a call. And the call determines the stream when it's over or not. When the call is over, we're over. We're gonna hit some traffic though real soon, and that's gonna ruin some things.
Squad 39, LA.
And where the location they gave, there's no crosswalk right there. There shouldn't be anybody walking across. If anything, walk underneath. The riverbed's right there. You can walk underneath the riverbed, or underneath the Firestone on the riverbed.
Squad 39, LA.
Oh, hi.
Last unit identifier only. Squad 39, that's confirming your route, second squad. The call in 54, Firestone in Los Angeles River, access off of Schultz Field.
LA Squad 39 route.
Access, what? So maybe it's not right above it. Homeless dudes that were struck. But they said access off of something field, which is a little weird. So, and then what were they struck by if they weren't on the main road? I have a feeling that silver car wasn't going to behave. Hey, look, that's me. Dirty. With less antennas. All right.
Cancel my second squad.
Cancel the second squad.
Cancel ticket status squad 39.
So that,
Do you want me to continue the second ambulance?
That is affirmative on the second ambulance.
all right. So I was gonna say that means one of two things,
Second
but
ambulance done route.
it definitely doesn't mean one of them. So
Update, squad 39, copy, cancel.
they don't need another squad to help them in the ambulance. But
LA, was that?
we might see the ambulance leave of the second transport,
Show squad 3 available.
and then depending on the circumstances is what we do and what we have.
Copy. Late ALS 165, squad 16.
Alright, 60.153 out of service mechanical. 60.153 out of service mechanical. Engine 159, entry BLS 132 1014. Engine 155, squad 60, complete ALS 0. Engine 24, squad 37, stroke 39, 630 fairway.
Oh, don't use your brakes. I like your style. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Well, luckily we haven't had any traffic, so that's good. That's really good. And it looks like we're gonna be okay till the exit, which is our next exit, so let's see what happens. Thank you for driving safely. You're welcome. You're very welcome, sir. Thank you for thanking me. Our traffic, but we're okay, and I don't see where they say it is, so I have to figure something out here. I want to get in front of this truck, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nope. Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.
LA call 147, ETA of ambulance, please.
Alright, they want the ETA of the ambulance. So if I miss the transport and they have yellow tape, it's really not a story for me during the day due to the fact that the helicopter and the ground crews can come shoot it. I mean, I can try to do something with it, but experience says nope.
147 from the calling ground.
Alright, this is good.
LA call 47, repeat traffic, please. 147. I don't show you on a call. The 147's at Tweedy and Madison for 6 BLS.
Alright, so
Copy. Should you going available voice, I'll check on
that
PD
is
for you.
not the call.
No
Uh-oh.
need for PD. I need ambulance.
We might have a problem now. No, we're good.
147 copy, correction, check in ambulance.
Alright, so the address is Firestone and 710. Or Firestone and LA River. This is Firestone. I am over the LA River. That means I should be coming up to... Nope. Yeah, they said enter off of something field, so, and I don't see them.
Trying to call back to the address. Engine 7 sent by.
Code 147 LA, showing you back on the ticket. McCormick Stage 3 minutes.
147.
And of course that doesn't want to work right now. Yeah, because I'm live with you guys, my my stuff doesn't work.
Engine 42 Squad 47 KLS 4004 Baldwin in Valley. Engine 118 Squad 87 Chesapeake 14814 Gale. Engine Squad 40 Traffic in ALS, booking engine passes. Engine Squad 183 Stroke 572 Alvarado in Boston.
165, cancel squad. Squad 6, cancel. I'll take your status.
GTA report 10505 Valley, number 226, 911 with Christina.
Ugh, that's how you get a flat tire. That's exactly how you get a flat tire.
Engine 54, please, on the second ambulance.
Engine 54.
And there they are, waiting on the second ambulance, but where? Huh. This is just a little frustrating. Not much, just a little.
Engine 54, line.
54, go ahead.
Engine 54, McCormick Stage, about 34 minutes.
34, thank you.
LA Woods IC.
What's I see? Go ahead.
LA Woods IC, you can cancel the gas company, and can you get us an ETA on Edison?
Engine 22 cup. Woods IC cup.
I think I'm about to eat my words right now. I really, really do think I'm about to eat my words.
Cancer ambulance.
Engine 165 cup.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's real great. So, when I say I was going to eat my words right now, which means I was going to literally ambulance chase, follow the ambulance, chase the ambulance, but they just canceled the ambulance. So, they just canceled the ambulance. Hi, yeah, I got you. I got recognized. Oh man! All right, so that is the best way for me to say goodbye. And yeah, cancel the ambulance, which means can the victim be dead? Did they die because the ambulance was taking too long? What happened? I don't know.
Yeah, 236, Squad 36, Justice ALS 851, Watson Center, and Bonita. 124, Squad 131, unconscious, 10th West, and Rancho Vista.
Hmm. Well, over it. So, all right, guys, I will speak to you later. I'm gonna go home, get some rest. I'll be back out tonight. Later, losers.